Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kirti, and today I am gonna talk about overconsumption. And we have all heard overconsumption is bad, overconsumption this, overconsumption that, and 2023. I think the most trending thing was de-influencing, I think, and 2024 the most trending thing was under consumption. Like everyone is making videos, I've been seeing this so much online. Under consumption code this, under consumption code that, and whatnot. But I'm here to talk about overconsumption. So we all have a perception that overconsumption is this really bad evil thing that is ruining our attention spans, ruining everything that we are doing. It is brain rot was Oxford word of the year for 2024, so it's really rotting our brain. But our brain needs dopamine, and we consume something, and that apparently gives us that dopamine, making it addictive. So we can't really help it at that point. Like we just endlessly are into this loop of scrolling through maybe reels, and बहुत लोग इंस्टाग्राम बंद कर देते हैं, इंक्लूडिंग मी, thinking कि I will not scroll. Maybe that will help me stop, but that doesn't, because you just go on YouTube and there scroll there because it's a habit. Your brain is very addicted to it, so you're craving more and more of the same thing. But what if I tell you there is a much more effective way to stop this? For example, even shopping. So let's say you go to a Black Friday sale, you're waiting for so much time that okay, I'll go. A lot of times you don't need anything, but you just go into the sale thinking okay, I'll just go scroll a bit, see some things, and maybe not buy anything, but you end up buying that sweater, didn't you? You end up buying that t-shirt, didn't you, which you didn't need. Do not take it personally on yourself. This is me calling myself out as well, because do you not end up buying that shoes that you still didn't need when you had like 15 pair of shoes kept at home? You did a lot of these things. End of it all, when I think and retrospect that why did I do it, why did I buy it, what is it that I'm getting? I had one moisturizer, why did I feel the need to buy three when I am not an influencer? I am nothing, I am just a normal person. Why do I need three different kind of moisturizer? Is one not moisturizing enough? Is the idea of getting something new very like happening to me? So I have retrospected a lot on this topic. By a lot, I mean a lot. So what I've come to realize is that maybe buying a new moisturizer or buying that one more candle that is sitting on the shelf while you have not used the previous other 10, or making your bathroom look like a organized Sephora aisle, makes you feel some sort of order, control on your life, and you feel like okay, my life is something. I have a very good shelf arrangement of the bathroom, but does it really help? No. Do you really forget about it in the moment you get those things? Like I've been thinking about getting this road moisturizer for so long. I got it and I forgot. I didn't even enjoy it so much, because we are craving these dopamine hit from all the wrong things. These all things that we are craving dopamine hit from, be it your scrolling, shopping, clothes, are non-living objects. We all read it in first grade, I think. These are non-living objects which does nothing to our brain, but it's like an instant kick that we get, which we are constantly craving. Why not give our brains that kick in a more subtle and a more regular way? What if there's a way to do it? And for the solution, I feel like overconsumption can be a really good thing, but not the things that we really are consuming at the moment. So we might have heard a lot of people saying I used to read a lot, including me, and I have heard a lot of people say it. I'm not just saying it for the sake of saying it. So a lot of people have heard and seen that they say things like, oh, I used to read a lot, but now something has happened, I just have stopped, I don't read a lot now. But what is it before COVID or even social media boomed so much that we were reading? Because maybe it was some sort of dopamine hit. I feel like maybe that's why we were reading more back at the time, and now we are not. Like now, then when we see that there is so much rise in scrolling, social media, we are seeing so many lives at once, and all of these things, we are in a certain loop of comparison. We are much more towards buying that new moisturizer, shoes, t-shirt, whatever it is, and all of it comes from social media. So why not channelize it towards something better? why do we not start reading? Over consuming reading books is not gonna harm. It is gonna make you smarter. Like even by 0.1%, it is gonna make you smarter in every room that you walk into, because you have knowledge about certain random things that are there in the world, and maybe in a conversation you can add to it, and you can talk there and you can say things because you know things, you know. And why aren't we making our brains much more knowledgeable than it is? It is real sense leveling up for us as a human. We need information. These information that we are consuming through social media, which are other people's life, are making us compare ourselves more to other people, and which is resulting in us buying certain and certain things because certain people on the internet said it's good, or they are buying it, or whatever. We just have a lack of judgment at this point. So if we start consuming books more, even if you're not able to read a physical hard copy, just get a Kindle. It's life changing. Like my friend gave me a Kindle and I love it. Like honestly, if there's a fire in my house, I'll take that Kindle and run out of the house at this point. Like I have not been reading as much as I would ideally like to, or maybe I was as much as I was doing previously, but it's definitely better than what I was doing, let's say, in past 1 year. It's definitely better than that, and I love the fact that I have a Kindle. So if you have a constant need or a constant thing to kind of scroll or whatever, just get a Kindle. Scroll on the Kindle, you know, like scroll the books, scroll the pages, whatever, scroll it on the Kindle, because that's the kind of overconsumption we are doing in 2026, and it is not the old overconsumption that we were doing past all these years. So yeah, like whenever you're kind of having breakfast and you're scrolling your phone, like you're eating from one hand and scrolling your phone on the other, like scroll a Kindle instead, and it will really help. So I feel like that's one thing that I have realized. And secondly, why are we not putting more efforts to learn skills? Like people, I'm telling you, even if you're doing good in your field, respective fields, whatever you are in, there are a lot of things, like 100 of things in the world to learn. I've realized there were such simple things that I didn't know. For example, recently I didn't know about how to pronounce things, like some tough words, so I was just YouTubing it and learning how to pronounce it well. Maybe learn a new language, maybe pick up a new sport. Like I have tried playing badminton this year and it was life changing. Trust me, the badminton was life changing. I used to book a court for like an hour, go there, play my ass off, and it was so fun and so much, it gave me so much peace and happiness, जो कि comparatively ना शॉपिंग से आता है एंड ना ही तुम्हारे कंटेंट या रील स्क्रॉल करने से आता है. सो व्हाई नॉट लर्न अ न्यू स्किल, पिक अप अ न्यू स्पोर्ट, वट एवर, इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव द मनी टू स्पेंड ऑन इट नेसेसरली, देयर इज सो मच थिंग फ्री. Like there are these, I've been seeing these Harvard courses जो कि free में होते हैं. I've been seeing these YouTube tutorials and about a lot of things, you know. And sports तो तुम literally अपने घर के नीचे जाके पार्क में भी खेल सकते हो. It won't matter. तुम दौड़ के आ जाओ, तुम जिम नहीं जा सकते, पिलाटिस नहीं कर सकते, तुम दौड़ के आ जाओ. Why? And अगर ये चीज़ें ट्रेंड करने लग गई ना, I'm telling you, all of us are gonna go run in that direction. So do it before it trends, like do it before it gets viral on the internet, and you have that kick in your mind that, oh, I did it before, because I do have that kick in my mind, oh, I did it before. Also, I feel like, off topic, but I feel like there's so much judgment on the internet that, oh, she's not a real reader because she only reads Colin Hoover, whatever. And I don't read Colin Hoover only. Like I've read 2 books of her, like It Ends With Us and Starts With Us, and one more, Verity. These are all famous books, I feel like. But I am not only a Colin Hoover reader. Like I've read a lot of other books as well. But my point is, why are we judging people who are reading? Like reading is good. Nonetheless, it is Colin Hoover or anyone else. Because reading is at the end of the day gonna teach you something. You know, you're not ruining your brain. You're not ruining your attention span. You're not doing all of those things. You're instead picked up a book, maybe on a Kindle or or a hard copy cover, and you're reading it. How is that wrong? Why is there a hierarchy there, man? Like stop judging, because reading is plain up reading. Even if you read Colin Hoover, that's a first step. You're doing great, and just read. That's all, because you're gonna learn vocab, you're gonna learn how to talk, you're gonna learn a lot of things from reading. So it's just good nonetheless. Anyway, moving on. Another opinion that I have is over-consuming on a lot of physical activities in a day is not really bad. Because I used to have this POV that why do people who start going to the gym or maybe do some sort of workout on a daily basis make it their entire personality? And I used to really have a problem with it. Like, yeah, I used to really have a problem with it because I was not really aware that these things take a lot of discipline and a lot of uh, determination and perseverance and all of those things to be for these people to maybe pull it off. Maybe that's why their entire personality becomes these things, and maybe that's why they are always talking about, oh, what I had, like how am I cutting off sugar, or maybe they're always talking about, oh, I went to work out today, or maybe I went for a run, I went for a marathon and things like that. So I feel like over consuming physical activities, not bad. Like, play a lot of sport, run, walk, brisk walk, whatever, do something that is sustainable, do it every day. अगर दिन में तुम 2 बार भी कर रहे हो, 3 बार भी कर रहे हो, ओवर कंज्यूम ऑन दैट, इट इज फाइन, यू विल लव इट. I feel like, and even if you still like shopping, you can shop for the sport. That is still a better way of over consuming. Let's say you start playing tennis and you want a tennis skirt, go buy that tennis skirt, but at least you're using it for a good usage instead of randomly buying things. Don't buy 10 skirts, but buy one, and you play the sport, and that gives you a good serotonin and dopamine boost. Then win-win for both of us. So yeah, that's what I feel like. I am gonna make a resolution for New Year this year. Not big on resolutions, not big on vision boards, because that does not come true for me ever. But I feel like there are some resolutions that I will make. That there was this year when I thought that I'd travel. I think 2023 was the year that 2024 or 2023, either of these was the year when I thought I would travel every month. Like 12 travels. I'll have 12 travels for each month. I couldn't travel that much. I traveled around 8 places that year, which was not 12, but it's fine. But what I'm trying to say is overconsume on traveling, because इंडिया में आई हैव सीन अभी ट्रैवलिंग बैक पैकिंग कल्चर बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है, एंड आई एम नॉट अ टिपिकल बैक पैकर. लाइक आई कांट रियली डू दैट. थोड़ा वहाँ पे हम अपने कंफर्ट जोन से अभी निकल नहीं पाए हैं. लाइक आई जस्ट डोंट लाइक द आइडिया ऑफ स्लीपिंग ऑन dirty slept in beds in a hostel. No judgment to anyone, that's just me. I'm trying to get over that, but I have not yet succeeded in that. But anyway, travel within your means, whatever your budget is. Try to travel. So let's say you get 20k, 15, 10, whatever, you have a pocket money, whatever. Try to save up and travel 1 or 2 places that are very near. Maybe go to a smaller destination first. You don't have to initially go to a European backpacking trip, but you can go to, for example, if you're in Delhi, you can literally go to Jaipur in like 4-5k, and you can still travel and enjoy the place, because it really teaches me, at least from my experience, it has really taught me a lot. And again, for 2026, I would love to travel a lot. I would love to see more of the world. I have never went abroad. Like, I've never went outside India ever, and it's one of my biggest dreams, kind of. I would really love to go somewhere. So hopefully that is in the cards coming year. But even if you're not able to, like me, I have never been outside India, but in India I've seen a lot. Like, I've been to a lot of places because I really love it. I really have a passion for it, and I feel like more and more people should be encouraging of it. I have seen Pankaj Tripathi talking in an interview of his that 18-19 साल के बच्चे जब 12th grade कर लेते हैं, they should really put effort and time and money also to travel and see the whole India at least, because that is gonna teach them more than what these universities or any other place can. And I couldn't agree more. India में there is this culture, like often we are middle class, and हमारे यहाँ बोला जाता है कि यहाँ पे कि इन चीज़ों में ये बेकार की चीज़ें हैं, इस पे पैसा मत लगाओ, ये वर्थ इट नहीं है. But honestly, traveling is very much worth it. That's just my POV, and I'm very lucky that you might come from a different like situation. Your parents might be very strict or something, but for my case, touch wood, my father and my mother also. My mother is usually very scared when I go somewhere, but my father is really supportive of the fact that I want to travel and I want to see places. He is really supportive. He will, I will just tell him that okay, I am planning to go somewhere, and he'll be like, fine, go. And he's very supportive of it, so I'm really glad. But even if your parents are not really supportive of it, just still try to convince them that how it's good and it's gonna teach you so much and whatever. Like, if you're in college, maybe just go and then tell them, I don't know. Like please, अगर तुम अंडर एज हो ये सब मत, मेरी एडवाइस मत लेना, ये ज़्यादा रेपिडली सब एडवाइस है, बट मतलब ट्राई टू ट्रैवल, बिकॉज I feel like that is a kind of overconsumption that will really teach you a lot and it will be very beneficial. So overall, wrapping up, these are all the things that I had in my mind जो कि मेरे को बात करनी थी and बोलनी थी out there in the world. And I just feel like overconsumption can be a really good thing given what we are consuming, and it will still not lead to brain rot and lack of attention span, whatever, and you can have a good dopamine boost doing all these right things and be a better version of yourself. Like whenever you're walking into a room, you know things, you can be a part of any conversation because you have read a lot, you know a lot. So I feel like, yeah, that's that. So try over consuming on these things in the coming year 2026. And if you're watching this video till the end, tell me in the comments what more things I can over consume this year so that I can be a better version of myself. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.